today I wanted to do a quick video showing you guys how to make your own liquid eyeliner, and instead of having to go out and buy like all the colors that you want and having to pay pretty much out the butt for it. So I'm going to show you some easier ways to make your own and different stuff that you can use. Like, I'm pretty sure you would already have around your house, especially if you use a lot of makeup and all that. So if you want to see how to make your own liquid eyeliner, then please keep watching. Okay, the first thing that you're going to need is like a work surface, and sorry you see me in the mirror, but I've tried to film this quite a few times and it didn't work out, so I'm having to do it this way and hopefully it will work. Okay, so you're going to need any type of little workstation. I'm just using a Bath & Body Works candle lid, and then you're also going to need some loose eyeshadow pigment. You can use some that's like in pan form, but what you would have to do is just kind of scrape a little bit off and onto your little work surface. And if you want to make like a bigger, like a couple uses batch, then you can get like a small little jar or pot container to put it in like this. And this is just a MAC sample type jar that I have some lipstick in right now. But you can take one of those and use any of these to make it, and if it ever dries out, you can just add a little bit more to it, and then there you go. It's like pretty much new. So I'm just going to show you the swatches and the stuff that I'm going to be using. So the first one is this contact solution that you can pretty much get at any Walmart, any drugstore, anything like that. And this one I just got with my contacts when I ordered from, I don't remember the name of the place, but I ordered some blue contacts. I think it was called Pink Paradise or something like that. So there's this, and all you need is just a very little bit. So what I'm going to do is put a little dab of it onto my little work surface, and the brush I'm using is just a small like liner paint type brush. I'm going to dab my brush into it and take off the extra and pick up some pigment on my brush. And then the extra that I dabbed off, I'm going to add the eyeshadow to that. And it will look like that. It'll look like this, kind of like a, not watery, but a paste type consistency. I hope you guys can see this, but anyways, okay, let's zoom out a little bit. So the swatch is right there. And that's what it looks like, and I really like this one. It's very pigmented. It like you can do like maybe 2 layers of this and you'll be good. So there's that one, the first one. The second one that I'm going to be using is this Hard Candy Showgirl with this glitter glue, and it's like a liquid type thing. And I'm just going to add a little dab onto there, and I'm just cleaning my brush off on this like makeup remover pad type thing, just so I don't get the products mixed together. Do the same thing, dab my brush into it, get off the extra, pick up some pigment with my brush, and then add the pigment to the liquid that I took out of the brush. Move this out of the way, and then there is the swatch of the Hard Candy. So it looks like that. And these will kind of mattify a little bit, like this one is. I don't know if you can tell the difference on camera, but this one right here looks shinier just because it's still wet and it needs to dry. So there's that one. The next one that I'm going to be trying out is the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. And you can shake it, whatever you do. And what I'm going to do is actually spray it into the cap, just so I don't like spray the pigment off of my little work surface. I'm going to clean my brush off and just dip my brush into the liquid. Take off the liquid on the, like your little work surface, whatever. pick up pigment and then add it to the liquid like before. Like that. So there's a swatch of that. I really hope you guys can see this. And all of these work just as well. But if you have a makeup setting spray, I would prefer using that because it will set faster and it will last longer, because that's what a makeup setting spray does, is make sure makeup lasts longer and stay on longer. So if you got one of those, then please use those. A lot of people have been showing on YouTube like using Vaseline to make your own like eyeshadow gel, whatever, or liner gel. I find that doesn't stay on. It just wipes off because it's Vaseline and it never dries, so it just stays like a wet texture. So I wouldn't recommend using that. The next one that I'm going to be using is the All Nighter spray from Urban Decay, and I'm going to shake it up and also spray this one into the cap right here. And you need very little. You don't need a lot to do this. Dip it in there, get my brush wet, take off the extra, pick up some pigment, and then add it to that like before. And I have tested all of these out quite a few times, and I find that the setting sprays last longer than any of the other stuff. But just in case, if you don't have it, then you can use like eye drops or the contact solution stuff. So yeah, and here's the swatch of the Urban Decay. So the next one that I'm going to be using is the Max Fix Plus. Sorry, that's in the way. You can use this. It's to set your makeup and all of that. So I'm going to be using this next, and I'm just going to spray a very little bit on my little work surface. Make sure my brush is clean. Dab a little bit into the Fix Plus. Get out the extra pigment, and you can make this a little bit thicker of a paste if you want to, which I just did here. And sorry if you hear cars going by, I have my window open. So okay, then just brush it on. And most of these you will have to go over it like twice just to get a good, pigmentation. So there's the MAC Fix Plus. Oh, maybe that's a little better. There we go. And then the last one that I have to show you is this Aloe Vera Gel, which is the one for sunburns, but that's okay. Or you can get the clear one if you want the clear one. And I'm just going to put a very small amount, like that. And then I'm going to put a little bit on my brush and move some over, pick up some pigment, and add a little bit more. You gotta mix it around and make sure it's all mixed in very well. And then just add it. With this one, it doesn't go on as pigmented, but if you do have it, you can do one layer and then let that one dry and then do another layer. But like I said, I highly recommend these setting sprays because they do dry faster and they do stay on longer because it is for setting your makeup. So here's all of these swatches again. This one was the contact solution. The next one was the hard candy glitter glue. This one was the Urban Decay. This one was the Elf. Or no, sorry, this one was the Elf and this one was the Urban Decay. And then this one was the MAC Fix Plus, and this one was the Aloe Gel. So there's those, and I'm going to let them all sit for just a minute just so they can set in or set or whatever, and then I will be back to show you the like swipe test. Okay, I gave a minute for the Aloe Gel one to set. The rest of them should already be set. So what I'm going to do is swipe down. See if I can get it. And if you can see, actually the Aloe Gel didn't smear as much. But when I was doing it earlier, I noticed that the setting sprays and the glitter glue stuff stayed on longer. So like I said, I would recommend any of these setting sprays, but the two setting sprays I would really recommend is the MAC and the Urban Decay. You can even get at Sephora, if you don't want to get the full size because it is kind of pricey, you can get these smaller ones like the travel size ones, and this one is a 15 milliliter bottle, and you can use that and just spray it into your cap because you only need a little bit. So this will last you for a very long time, so you could also use that. Or you can get, for the MAC Fix Plus, like I said before, you can get the smaller travel size one and use that, which is only 10 I think, and then this one is 20, which you would actually get more for your money for buying the 20. So I would just go ahead and spend the money to get the MAC Fix Plus. And then the Elf one is $6, but you can, I think, get it for $3. I can't remember if it's 6 or 3. It might be $3, and you can get it for $1.50 depending on the promo codes. So yeah, so that is my review and little demo of how to make your own like liquid eyeliners. And with your eyes, you're not going to be smudging it unless you do like the corners of your eyes, so this probably won't happen. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.